Because folks,
Strongman personal finance
ain't no dang jokers. Alrighty folks, big video. So in this video I want to address the last time I was ever bullied in life. Howdy there folks!
You're spending more of our money on those stocks. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh boy, did I get brutalized today.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a fake boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I'm sponsored by SpryTack.com. If you want a pair of delicious, superstitious, cockalicious cargo pants, go check out SpryTack.com. Holy smokers! Now, I recently announced that I'm done with the grifter slang thing, but I made a caveat. When it comes to Jeremy Lefebvre, I'm always going to make fun of him. Why? Because I enjoy it. It is fun to me. Now, it was brought to my attention that Jeremy is claiming there's another great, amazing stock out there. As a matter of fact, he said it has 100x potential. 100x! So whenever I see Jeremy say something's got 100x, I can guarantee you this is unprofitable, share diluting trash with massive revenue growth, okay? So the stock in question today is FUBO. FuboTv. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I've done like 5 minutes of research on this stock. 5 minutes. I didn't read the 10K. I didn't read the 10Q. I didn't read any news articles. I don't know who the CEO is. I don't know jack about this company. But I looked at it for 10 freaking minutes, 5 minutes, and I can tell you, this is complete and utter freaking hot, disgusting loser garbage. But guys, Jeremy has a bigger house than me. He combs his hair. My hair's a disaster. I have clown hair. Jeremy's just better. He's richer than me. You should trust him. Plus, he's got a discount on his course. But let's go check out Jeremy LaFufu's video. I'm not even going to play it, but I'm going to show you what he's doing. And then we're going to go look at the financials of this stock of this company. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? So, here's old Jeremy LaFufu. And the first video is mine. I like it. Actually, what did he do? 100x stock. Let's go to his profile. I thought I had it up. Hey guys, I'm Jeremy LaFufu. This stock has 100x potential. So this freaking clown went ahead and made an hour and 10-minute video. He spent an hour and 10 minutes of his very amazing, perfect life with no stress. He's a millionaire, bro. He spent an hour and 10 minutes of his life analyzing the stupid freaking stock. I spent 5 minutes of my life and then an additional 12 minutes doing a live stream on YouTube where I make fun of it and I get paid for it. So here's FuboTv. All right, let's read about this. I know so much about this stock. I mean, I did so much DD. So, you might be able to hear my son screaming in the background. FuboTv operates a live TV streaming platform. Man, there's no competition in that field. For live sports, news, and entertainment content in the United States and internationally. Oh, it's a globally diversified company, bro. Its FuboTv platform allows customers to access content through streaming devices, as well as smart TVs, computers, mobile phones, and tablets. Oh my God. They have an app that works on your phone and your TV? This is groundbreaking. So, it IPO'd in October of 2020. $20, this is a freaking SPAC. It's a software company, and they have 530 employees. Wow. And then we see like the CFO, or the CEO, CFO, blah, blah. Don't care. Freaking garbage. Oh, they have a CFA on their team. Wow. I don't see any CPAs on there, though. Of course. So, let's go back and look at the price action over the last, well, not 5 years, but you know what I mean. So, apparently it IPO'd, right? And then we had this clown market where a bunch of clowns with STEMI checks and child tax credits. Oh, let me buy I'm a genius stock investor. Warren Buffett's stupid. Good Lord, it's freaking loud out there. And this stock went up to $49, okay? And now, of course, it's down to $3.38. Look at the market cap, okay? This is one of the most sketchy things that Jeremy Lafifi does, okay? He talks about these really tiny stocks that, have such a low market cap that he could potentially move them. Maybe you generated enough interest in a company like this with your clownish YouTube channel, you might be able to move this stock. But he's a long-term investor. Now, we can see the revenue trailing 12 months is $851 million. The net income, negative $475 million. All right. And of course, all the analysts, buy. Wow. Let's go look at the financials, okay? So if we look at the annual financials, all right, you have to look, when you look at the income statements, you can use annual, quarterly, whatever. When it comes to the balance sheet, when you go to stockanalysis.com, you want to look at the last quarterly statement, because if you look at the annual, you'll get it wrong. I'll show you in a second. So we can see this thing has had explosive revenue growth, all right? It went from $4 million in revenue in 2019 to $638 million in 2021. This is the genius of Jeremy Lafave, okay? You literally just find a stock that has a cool story. Oh, it's like it's live streaming. They have sports. That's so original. Oh my God. And as long as it has high revenue growth, just buy it, bro. Just be patient. See the trailing 12 month. Yeah, so the trailing was freaking keyboard. Their revenue's freaking blowing it out of the water. It's freaking nuts. Okay. So they're expanding massively, but of course, we know, and I don't even have to do any analysis. I'm not even going to look at the net income. I'm going to tell you this is massively unprofitable. So let's look at the gross profit. Your gross profit is your revenue minus your cost of goods sold. That's at the top of the income statement. They have a negative gross profit. Negative at the top of the income statement. That's hot trash. Operating income. This is from their actual business operations. Negative $112 million. Man, so much DD. So hard to see this company so freaking hot trash. Net income, negative 116. Good so far. Oh, look at the shares outstanding. So they IPO'd in the last quarter of 2020. So I guess right here, this thing right here, this column. And then let's look at the share growth, okay? 119, 141, 143, 148, 158, 185. That is pretty significant dilution. They've almost doubled their shares outstanding since they IPO'd, less than 2 years ago? So obviously the margins on this company are trash. So this is all smoke and mirrors. Look at the free cash flow. Negative, 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 and getting worse every single quarter. Man, let's go look at the balance sheet. And like I said, you want to look at if you go to this website, click on the quarterly, because if you do annual, right, you'll see you have 2021. This would be the balance sheet as of 9 months ago. So you definitely want to use the quarterly. And I'm curious to see what their next quarter's balance sheet is going to look like. But we can see that they have $279 million of cash. And their total current assets that can be converted to cash within a year, of $446 million. Let's look at their current liabilities. Their current liabilities are $319 million. And it looks like, it is. Their current ratio is over 1. So they're probably not going to go bankrupt within a year. We'll see. Let's look at their long-term assets. They have $915 million of long-term assets. Look at what the vast majority of them are. I don't know if that's mostly intangible assets or goodwill, but we can go check the statement of cash flows. If it's goodwill, basically what that means is all of the company's long-term assets are just the company paying more to acquire other businesses than the fair value of their net assets. And if you remember Teladoc, if you buy a business that you find out later is not worth what you thought it was, you get a massive write-down of your goodwill, and that affects both your income statement in the quarter of the write down and your balance sheet permanently. So their long-term assets are $915 million. And we can see their long-term liabilities are real debt. So we can see they're $440 million. So their long-term assets are basically nothing. It's basically fake. I mean, you'd have to go look. It could be intangibles. We'll see. And I see it going up every single quarter. But basically, they have fake long-term assets, not real, intangible. Can't touch them. You can caress them. You can't touch them. And they actually have real long-term debt. And we can see their long-term debt is going up and up and up and up and up. And of course, common stock's going up. They're issuing shares. And they have negative and growing retained earnings. What does that mean? They're recording more and more losses every single quarter. What is their total? They actually have positive equity. And you want to know why? Simply because of shareholder capital contributions. The business itself is not generating any value. All of the equity in the company comes from financing activities. People buying more of this stupid company's stock. Let's go look at the statement of cash flows. So keep in mind, they had, as of, 2 months ago? July, August, September. Yeah, roughly 2 months ago, they had $279 million of cash. Let's look at their quarterly cash burn. So their last couple of quarters, they probably burned on average $80 million of cash. So, every 3 months. So $26 million of cash they're burning every single month. So there's going to be some dilution that, number one, I guarantee you they've already issued more shares. But you can kind of guess where their dilution event's going to come from if they decide to issue more shares based on their operating cash flow. This operating cash flow is cash flow from their actual business. You start with net income and you do some reconciliations. You add back non-cash expenses and you would subtract non-cash gains, revenues, and you adjust for changes in working capital. That's assets, short-term, current assets and current liabilities on the balance sheet. And what that does is that tells you what your cash flow is doing. So they burned $91 million of cash in a quarter. And the quarter before that, they burned $126 million. So they wouldn't necessarily have to dilute within the next couple of months, but they're probably going to stay ahead of the game. Let's see what they're spending their money on for long-term investments. So they have a little bit of capital expenditures. They had an acquisition in the quarter ended December 31st, 2021. I don't know what they bought. I don't care. And we can see on the financing activities, remember, financing is issuing stock or going into debt. Share issuance. Look at all these positive numbers right here. What does that mean? They're generating cash from issuing shares. Think about it. Where's the cash coming from? It's not coming from their operations. Negative. They're losing cash. They have to spend money on acquisitions, capital expenditures. The cash is simply coming from their share issuance. And they also seem to have packed on a ton of debt in the quarter ended March 31st, 2021. And what did they do that quarter? Okay, they didn't do any acquisitions. Why did they pack on long-term debt in that quarter? Because I'm not seeing anything that they could have done except use that to pay for their operations, perhaps. Jesus Christ. What a freaking disaster. So I'm guessing a big part of their balance sheet is probably intangible assets, not goodwill. And the reason I know that is because there aren't that many acquisitions. Unless they overpaid by such an insane amount, it's probably intangible assets like trademarks, whatever. So overall, this company is not going to go out of business, I don't think, personally, anytime soon. Not within a year, at least. It still could. So don't be like, oh, strong business. It could, because they could be burning cash way more this quarter and the next quarter, compared to previous quarters. But there is literally nothing appealing besides this company, except revenue. But of course, that's all that matters on YouTube. I'm sure Jeremy got another 1,000 subs from talking about this stupid freaking stock. All right, let's do some freaking analysis. So am I buying FUBO? No, I'm not. FUBO to the moon. Wasn't this like a meme stock? That's all he does. He's like, oh, what's the latest meme stock? And then I'm going to talk about it so I can get views and get richer. Yeah, I'm a genius, bro. 6:26 a.m. I got up at 6:30. Children. 10x. Is it 100x? Well, okay, he said 100x. I thought he said 1,000x. But no, this is boring. I'm like, look at the financials. Stop it. It's the future, bro. It's sports. Sports is the future. Thank you. Appreciate you and your content. You're welcome. Finally, a new Jeremy video. I mean, I love making fun of Jeremy. It's so fun. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to do like a lot of this crap, but when it comes to Jeremy's fair game. He did an hour in-depth analysis. Yeah, well, okay, what did I do? I did a 15 minutes of analysis. It's unprofitable, share-diluting, cash-burning trash. Yet another clown stock from old Jeremy Lefebvre. Bye. As soon as Jeremy dropped this video, I was so pumped for Strongman's reaction. I wonder if the stock moved. Well, okay, he dropped the video. When did he drop the video? I can't even see. It had to have been in the last couple of days. I wonder if there's been a move in the pre-market. Let's see. See? I said it was a buy, and then it went up, and it had nothing to do with my video, right? All right, it's up 0.3% in the pre-market. So I guess even Jeremy Lefebvre can't move this stock as well. Yeah, this house is a freaking madhouse. FUBO competes in streaming, and they're getting into gambling. No, streaming is only a few businesses dominate streaming. There's not a ton of competition out there. This must be a Kramer. Kramer's an idiot. Bye. The fact so many people still view Jeremy's video is really troubling. Him, Stink Blow, Meathead, Larry Jones, and plenty of others, all scams. That's what it's like. What's the point, man? You know, like I said, I enjoy making fun of Jeremy because he's just such a clown. But what's the point of even going after these guys? It doesn't matter. They just keep growing, getting more views. Oh, some of them are losing views. They just keep growing. Well, there's no point. People love getting scammed. Let's see. But, all you got to do is promise people instant riches and you can become a millionaire. I'm in the wrong line of business. Odds Jeremy going to jail. He won't go to jail. I'll probably go to jail.
Strongman, the SEC's coming for you because you said VT's good and that's financial advice, but Jeremy's fine because he has a disclaimer in his videos.
Let's see. Hello from Bussyville, Ohio. Is that a real town? Do you think FuboTv will hit 1 trillion market cap? I mean, maybe. How much is this shorted? Oh, that's what time I was supposed to wake up. FUBO short interest. Jeremy's also a big fan of stock that are heavily shorted because, there might be a short squeeze. And see? It went up. Because of a short squeeze. Short interest, 25%.
Oh, I'm a big YouTuber. I can talk about a stock that's trash, that's heavily shorted for a good reason. But if enough people get interested in it and Wall Street Bets catches on, then it'll have a short squeeze and I'll look like a genius.
Hate the markets. Not open today. I don't even care. I told people at 30 it was under 10 in Weeble chat. They all called me names. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of idiots on YouTube or everywhere. All right, guys, that's it. Not buying FUBO. It's garbage. And we're going to do a Jeremy outro. And you guys have a wonderful day. Cheers.
Oh, merry stock market. Oh, man.